How are you doing today? Now, is this your first time you've been kind of prepare yourself? But it's all good.
Yeah.
Aren't those minis adorable?
Now, cute, I'm not seeing them.
Me either. All right, we'll give it a couple more minutes. Some people get here right around 9 or so, and give it a second.
Can you hear me, Jessica?
I can. Good morning, Harry.
How are you, darling?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Harry.
Prince, Crystal Dukes, where's your picture?
Go away. Cheese and rice, the Roni. She is connecting to audio.
Hey, Crystal.
Hey, Jessica.
Oh, that was Susan, but hey.
Where's that picture, girl?
You ever had face?
Oh, really?
I forgot. Let me see. Oh.
Go.
Morning.
Oh, Mike, how you doing?
Hey, Mike. How are you? You hanging in there?
And I think it's pretty good on eight.
Todd just takes me back.
Yes. I know it's a Princeton. Yeah. I mean, are there any issues? And to get a warehouse. Yeah. What?
Just take your seat.
Oh, yeah, definitely will.
She did it before you even responded. I'm sorry, Mike. Took it.
Susan said quiet was he said yes. Huh? You quiet?
Oh, well, when she did
I'm
it.
quiet with you. Love. Carol, you know I love you, girl. Look. Wake up.
We'll give it a couple more minutes. Thank you all for being patient. I know I always say 9, but like I said, some people come in like 9:05, and I'd rather us all do it together. How is everybody?
Great.
Oh, it got so quiet.
Wonderful.
Do I need to turn the music back on? You want me to have Susan come up and do a bowl dance?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, let me go get $1.
Now, is that all she's worth? Just $1?
No. Everybody needs to have $1. Gonna tuck it in her shirt, okay? Is she gonna do the bowl dance?
That's fine, Harry. Can you hear me, Harry?
Yeah, it's got a thumb up.
All right, we need some excitement in here, y'all.
I know. You want me to turn? Hey, Harry, when I was playing that music, was it really loud or was it muffled or anything, or could you hear it?
What'd you say?
Never mind. Said I love you.
Come on in, man.
Hey, Dakota.
Hey, how are you?
Wonderful.
Looks like y'all got a good crowd today.
Yeah, where are you at?
I'm in my house.
Where it's warm and dry.
Oh, yeah, let's go do that now. Okay, so y'all know we're giving away some leads. So what we're gonna do is, does everybody have their business card on them? If they don't, it's okay.
No,
If you do,
we keep. I didn't figure I need to pass any out up here, so I didn't bring it well. One time in my life, I don't have my business card on me.
never mind on the name cards. Miranda's just gonna make a list and then she's gonna put them all on a
There you go.
bucket for us.
Thank you, Miranda.
You're welcome. Hi, Barbara.
I had COVID, so I just kind of dropped off.
Oh, that's fine. Are you feeling better?
Yes. I'm fine. Great.
Look at her scooting over. Don't get close to me, I had it too. I don't know whether I had it, I didn't go get tested.
I didn't go get tested either. I had a cold.
Good morning.
I had a cold.
I had
How are
a cold
you?
too, and then
Good.
when I lost my sense of taste and smell, I was like, yeah, it's probably COVID.
Oh, I
now.
didn't do that. So I think I just,
So you probably didn't have it, you just had a,
I really had a cold.
yeah.
I have something, I don't know what it is. It's not COVID or the flu. I got tested. I'm negative.
Well, we used to be
Yeah,
worried
but you
about
know-
you, not that.
Exactly. You know that COVID test is only 50% accurate, right?
I don't think
I
it's
mean, you know, it's a
that
crapshoot, right?
But I haven't lost taste or smell. after
Well, then
that.
that's a good sign.
Yeah.
That's a good.
I think I just had a cold like we used to have 2 years ago. Then said cold.
Yeah, back in the
olden
day, yeah. When it was just a cold and people didn't look at you sideways when you coughed.
Yeah. You're trying to kill your grandma.
Okay, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Good morning again. Do y'all like the purple?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
And if you got here after I cut the music off, we have Prince playing. It's very nice. That was Jess's idea last night. So,
Purple rain, right?
yeah, we didn't even make it purple rain.
Yeah.
No, we'll play it before we leave. How about that? Good morning. How are you? Good. Sorry, this is.
Jessica, me and Harry can't see people. We can't see everybody.
Do you want me to walk around the room so you can?
Well, just bring it a little close so I can say good morning.
Look on Jessica Whitehead's slide and you should see us all.
Yeah, you don't see. Are you just saying it's not close? Everybody wave.
Yeah, it's not close so we can't see.
Hey, no,
And the fellas in there.
how are you? Do you feel better?
I do, but everybody still looks like little specks. Who's by the door?
That is Nawathia.
Hey, Nawathia. I think everybody should just go down the line and say their name so I know who it is. I can't tell who y'all are. I guess I should have been there, huh?
I'm good with that. Before you start.
I'm your roommate, Tori. I know it's been a long time since we've seen each other.
Call me when you leave there. Call me, girl.
Hey, honey.
It's Arlissa. I brought you coffee today. I'll save it for you.
Oh my gosh. See, let me tell you, this day the devil tried to be busy this morning, but we're just gonna pray, pray instead. But I did catch them. Hey, Arlissa.
Okay, all right, let's
Barbara
do it quick.
Chapman.
Barbara Chapman, Madison Malone,
Susan Scott.
Susan.
come on, Grace. What? Who's that?
Yep.
Yep.
Is that Miss Olivia?
It is.
Yes.
Hi, boo.
Kimberly Rollins.
Hey, Cam.
Christina Jackson.
Oh, hi. Okay, Christina in the building.
Caitlin Nasworthy. Who else is? Oh, I thought somebody was sitting there.
Jennifer Kelly.
Jennifer Kelly. Hey, and Lamisha just walked out, but she's here.
Okay. Well, hey, y'all.
Hey,
Good
hey,
morning.
Crystal.
Hi, Misty.
All right, and then we got Dakota and Jess. And we have Krista, who is thinking about coming on board with our office. So she decided to join our team meeting. So make sure we make her feel special.
Girl, go ahead and sign up, honey. Just don't
Krista was an agent in Virginia, right? For 4 years. She was extremely successful her first year, even more successful her second, and blew it out of the water her third year. And her fourth year, y'all were moving around a lot, right? So she was not able to actively sell real estate. So she just referred out, and she was sending out 3 to 4 referrals a month and still making money. So
Hallelujah.
yes, she's killing it for sure. All right. And then we said Nawathia, and then Mike Wittenberg is over here.
Hey, Mike. Hey.
Okay. All right. We're going to get started. Are you happy now?
I am so blessed. Thank you so much for taking out that time for me.
All right. So if y'all can't tell, today's meeting is about Bold. It's not our average sales meeting. We're not going to talk about numbers and all the things. Today is strictly about Bold and how it can help you in your business. So what we're going to do is, first off, let's start with gratitude. I'm not going to call everybody out in the room because I know we don't have a lot of time. But what are you thankful for? Somebody.
That I woke up this morning.
I agree. Twinsies. Anybody? Harry, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful just to be above the ground.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I'm with you, Harry.
No, I tell you, I'm thankful for all the blessings that God has given each one of us and this company, and we just give him praise for that.
Amen.
Amen.
Anybody else?
Heat.
Mhm.
Central heat.
You're thankful for heat.
I
That's
don't
a
know what
good
you're
one.
doing.
I'm burning up. It's warm.
It feels great to me.
What's that on? Susan.
I'm grateful that we are all lucky enough to have an awesome team leader like Jessica, an amazing like Miranda, and an MCA like John that is gonna put us on the top.
And a broker like Susan.
Yeah. Come on in, sister. There's chairs back there. Sit next to Krista. Make her feel comfortable. All right, anybody else? What are you thankful for? Miss Olivia, what are you thankful for? Yeah, I'm thankful for purple. Absolutely. Nawathia, we know you're thankful for your son. What are all 4 of your sons? What else are you thankful for?
I am thankful for being just alive and being amongst the great people.
That's it. Amen, sister.
All right, anybody else?
I guess I need to say I'm grateful for Carol Peak and that I love her.
I was thinking about
There's John. Hey, John.
Look, when I put something on Facebook, I'm waiting for you to put your heart.
John, I'm going to put you on the spot. What are you grateful for? He really is a positive person, I swear.
For all of you today. I'm grateful that we have, how many we in here?
We got quite a few, and then we got some on Zoom.
We got like 25 people in here. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was the weather last week. I was getting gone. Okay.
I'll be real. It's the curiosity is that got y'all, and that's why you're here.
All right, so we've got somebody joining us on Zoom here in just a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. I love you. I'm gonna need you to get up. I'm gonna need you to get up. You can come. I'll sit on the floor and you can sit here. No. But please welcome Susan Scott, Olivia Baldwin. I'm sorry, Tori.
That's okay.
Sorry.
It's all good.
How how can I put that at the top, John?
Tori, you got going up?
Yeah, I'm going.
Sure. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, yes, pretty please, if you don't mind, with your festive bold shirt on. Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't iron it.
I put on my bowl shirt, I put on.
That's
I ironed it.
Iron it, what's that? What you talking about? It was all folded up and everything. What is that? Iron.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Just, all right, raise your hand if you've heard of bold. If you've ever heard of it, raise your hand. Okay, have you ever taken bold? Raise your hand. Even if it was digital. Lamisha, you've taken bold in person?
No, digital.
You did it digital? Okay, well, that's fine.
I've done it.
We might get your input too. I'm sorry, sister, I didn't know.
I've done bold in person.
Who is that? Hey, Kelly.
Hello.
Good morning. All right, so what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna let it just be an open Q&A if you've got questions. But first, before we do questions, if y'all don't mind, will you just share either, how many times you've taken bold, what you got out of it, something that you really took with you, was an aha or a takeaway, or all that good stuff.
Well, it really wasn't an aha, but I did bold once. It was a drive, wasn't it, Olivia?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, we took it down in Florida, so we had to get up at the crack of dawn to make it there, but it was worth it. It was a real camaraderie with all the agents from all over the place, all right? They went through a lot of tools and techniques that are available to us that we don't necessarily use, but they made you use them. They made you at least try it. They made you get out of your comfort zone. And that's what I took away from it is if you're afraid to make those cold calls, if you're afraid to go knock on a door, if you're afraid to plan an event or something, that's when you really grow, is when you get out of your comfort zone. So that was my.
I agree. Life starts outside of your comfort zone.
That's right.
Miss Bold Queen over
Yes,
here. I meant to
exactly.
grab your little awards and bring them up here.
5 times bold.
Woo!
And it is life changing. And I highly recommend that each and every one of you do it at some point in your career. What it does is it's all about mindset. As much as, we all get together, we all do our classes, we listen to everything possible online, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But as we all say to each other all the time, the difficult thing is learning how to implement what you learn. And that's what KW teaches you. No matter how good you may be at the mechanics of real estate, there are mindsets that make the difference in those people that are truly successful on a high level and the rest of us that just kind of muddle through, okay? What it's going to teach you is to get rid of your limiting beliefs. I can tell you that before KW opened in Dothan, Alabama, you would have never convinced me that I would be able to have done what I've been able to do since. And it's all about mindset. And they will test you, as Tori said. They will get you out of your comfort zone. A few little things. You'll write your own obituary. You'll do all kinds of things that will change your mindset. And honestly, right now, the only thing that is keeping any of us in this room from accomplishing what we want to accomplish is our mindset.
True.
So it's life changing. I highly recommend you do it.
What about the networking side of it?
Networking is amazing. I took mine in Destin, and to today, if somebody on, with Bold, it has its own Facebook page, just like every other networking situation. But, people that I met at Bold will recommend me all the time for referrals in that area, from that area to Dothan. So it's amazing. The people that you will meet at Bold, one of the things, and you'll have to cut me off here, or I'll get into it.
No, you're good.
One of the things that they will do is give you an accountability partner. The last time I took it, my accountability partner was actually in Texas, but we spoke on the phone every morning at 8 o'clock, and we held each other accountable for doing what we said we were going to do the day before. And just think for 1 second what a difference that would make in your life if you actually did tomorrow everything that you say you're gonna do now. It's all the difference in your life.
All right. Miss Olivia, tell us about your experience.
When you get there, they give you this book. And for each week, there's a different step. But first of all, they make you, you have to do a commitment when you get there. You insist on that you attend all the sessions, that you complete this, and you focus on the things that you're learning, and you have to participate actively. Then they take you through culture, which is 2 pages, but it involves following the model, going W14C2S, putting God and your family first, committing to KW Cares, and it just goes on and on. The third thing, they want you to think big about the one thing. And there's books out there, you read it, and they are really great. And then for your family, they make you do a commitment letter so that your husband or your mom or whoever you're living with, that they're going to, help you out with everything you're going through. It's very interesting. And then It is a commitment. it's a commitment. And then for your database, they give you 4 pages on who to call, like who do you buy your tires from, who you tow your car, People that you might not have thought who's about. your mail person, what's the name of your insurance agent, who you buy electronics from, who made your will, living trust. There are a few marriage, you got about 150 things, and it's really surprising. And you make the calls. Yeah, they make you make the calls. They give you time. Everybody breaks out and you have to go call. What was it?
You get 20 minutes.
Yeah, you get 20 minutes to call as many folks as you.
But you don't call people with like the whole room standing there listening to you.
No,
You
break
go
out,
off
break
and you
out.
go make phone
But
calls
I'm
and
here
you
to
come
tell you,
back.
when I did Bolt, I put 9 deals together from just calling people. Just calling people in my database that I already knew that I had already done business.
9 deals?
9 deals.
The average for a person that takes Bold in KW is that they increase their transactions by 154%.
Right. And they make you stand up and you actually do a lot of scripts. And there's somebody you don't know, and you have to just keep the conversation going. I think I lasted till about the 3rd one. What did you do this morning? And they would answer, and what time did you get up this morning? And they would answer, and you had to just keep throwing things at them to keep the conversation going. So, like I said, they do a lot of things. You'll be in class and they'll tell you, take out your phone. I want you to call 3 people that you're grateful for. And people will be sitting there crying. Right. Because it's just something you didn't think. Right. Yeah. And it was really sick. And you do have a team. And like she said, they keep up with you. They track what you do every week. And believe it or not, you think 10 calls is bad. Just get out your phone and just do 10 a day. Right. And they hold you accountable for it. The team leader, he'll call you, like she said, at night. Say, well, did you do that? Yes, I did. I got 2 more to go. And they have all the books for you to read, Millionaire Shift, One Thing. And they actually go through a listing presentation.
Oh, that's good.
Buying presentation, lead generation. And it is really nice.
So as part of that, when she said listing presentation, you'll have the ability, Bold is, when you go into KW Connect, anything that you're a member of, you have membership. So all of that is available to anybody that has done Bold online, the actual templates for the listing presentations and all that kind of stuff.
And they really, before you pay, they want you to be sure you're gonna take it. So you did, like I did, they'll go through all of that, your commitment, your family, and then they say, okay, you can go back to the back and pay it. I've been to Bold 3 times. It's free. You go like one day to see if you want to do it.
And they actually, on that first step Bold that they'll recommend that you do, they'll actually, like, you'll make calls that day. You'll go ahead and get a real taste of what it's going to be like.
Right.
And they call that the first step, and the first step is free. It doesn't cost, you have to sign up for it, but it doesn't cost anything to go to the first step and see if it's something that you could benefit from.
I got a question real quick. What is the one thing that you feel like is holding you back from doing a lot more business than you're doing right now.
I don't know how to do TikTok.
Well, you are sitting next to the queen.
So busy, she ain't got time to show.
No,
nobody.
yes, I do. I do. I can share.
I need to know how to do the TikTok so I can get on social media and.
Well, that's a perfect example then. That's what Bold will teach you, is how to actually do instead of, I'm gonna prospect this much, I'm gonna do TikTok, I'm gonna, they're gonna teach you how to take action and implement what you learned.
But you can get on social media without TikTok.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing other stuff.
My
I just
personal is
can't.
so intimidated now,
I
going.
cannot.
You're never gonna talk on TikTok.
No. But let me tell you what I'm scared of. I'm scared of, so when I approach for sale by owners, I mean, the first thing they're gonna tell you, they're gonna make you do all your stuff, just for them to say, oh, I'm gonna think about it, or no, thank you, I'm gonna try it myself, and I don't know what to do after that, like, I get stuck.
Overcome objection. They got
Yeah,
something in here for that. too.
Exactly, they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
overcome
yeah.
objections.
Got you.
Get a script for everything.
And Carol, what you just said when you first started means that your mindset is already that they're gonna say no. And that's part of the problem.
That's right. So you've gotta, in your head, they're gonna say yes. Right?
It's all about your mindset.
They're gonna say yes. And sometimes all you have to do is say, well, I see that you've had your house for sale by owner for 2 months now. How's that working for you?
I know.
You
I
know?
know. You know what this guy told me the other day? He said, your buyer's gonna pay for your service because I did not hire you. Your buyer hired you. I was like, okay. I never took my smile away. I like, no problem. I said, I'm gonna take her somewhere else. I guess it's just how people.
Well,
So we've got, well, before we do that, do y'all have anything else, or do y'all have any questions
And
for
and
Olivia?
This, do not call, that's on every
oh, yeah.
step. And you'd be surprised how people don't have a phone number
Hey,
out there,
Karen.
and you may not, it may be on the do not call list, so you have to really be careful on your
Watch
phone
out, John.
calls.
So who have we got on this call that's taking Bold? Misty, haven't you taken it? And Kelly Sullivan, have you taken Bold?
Yes, I took it. I took it, I think twice on virtual.
All right, you want to share? And then Lamisha, where are you? I can't see her back there.
Jessica, is it virtual? Or just
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, one.
No, it's not being virtual that I
Just
know
just the
of.
once.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe it was once. I don't know. I did Ignite too, so maybe I'm confusing them. You can't do it virtual?
No, I don't think so. Do you want to share about your experience with Bold?
If it wasn't virtual, then it was Ignite. In Mega Camp.
No, it was virtual. You took Bold virtual. You did.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I did. For me, I remember that they had the accountability partner. We went into breakout sessions online,
Mhm.
and I learned how to do prospecting through personal growth, personalization, on learning about your clients. And I remember that was my biggest takeaway from it.
Think you need to change the battery in your smoke detector.
I know, I'm in a walkthrough right now. Sorry, guys. I'm making it work.
Just trying to be a good friend.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
we have a battery. We
it.
got to change it.
Yeah. All right. Before our speaker comes on, Lamisha, do you want to share your takeaways from Bold? Did you do it virtually?
COVID, I want to say, was when everything hit, but it was great. Pretty much, I don't want to prolong the time, but everything
You're
that
fine.
they said. But one of the good things about newer agents, I will say, is that it really, really helps you with your approach and alternative approaches. It teaches you not to back down when you do hear the word no. No today may be a yes 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, a month later. So it kind of gives you that confidence, like it says Bold, gives you that confidence to continue to proceed forward in your business and don't give up regardless of how many times they yell at you and say, no, I'm not interested, because that does change. It's happened with me as well. So the courses are really, really great. So that's all I have, Justin.
Thank you, Lamisha. Anybody else that's taken Bold in person or?
I took Bold in person
What did you think?
last year. It was a good experience. It definitely is everything everybody's said about, giving you that confidence and changing your mindset. It's a great networking opportunity. What was really good was there's a ton of role playing and scripting. So like, Misty was talking about like, or Facebook, or I'm sorry, FISBOs and stuff, and how they say no. They've got a whole section on how to approach FISBOs and what to say and how to overcome objections. And then you role play it with somebody face to face, which really helps, with the scripting, and then your accountability partners. I mean, it really does. It's a big kind of motivator, and gets you really excited and prepared, and you feel confident, ready to go out and just like start calling people. By the end, you actually want to go knock on doors. I mean, you get so motivated, you're like, yeah, let's go.
Okay. Thank you. I just messaged him. He may be on already. Todd, are you on here yet? No, I just texted him though.
One other thing.
Go ahead.
I don't think, maybe you're not aware of the fact that BOLD is such a big deal in the real estate industry, not just to KW. Benita and Kelly actually attended BOLD way before any Keller Williams was coming to Dothan or any. Tell them about your experience.
Yeah, I think the key though to BOLD is you learn all this, you have all this massive information and you are pumped up, but the key is coming home and applying it.
Right.
That's the hard part.
Right.
And because it's work. It takes a lot of work. So no, it's inspiring. You're encouraged, you get pumped up, and the ideas are, awesome, but you gotta come home and apply it.
Well, you're not gonna come home and apply everything.
That's
that you learn,
exactly
because
right.
it's impossible to
Too
apply.
much. That's right.
But if you come home and you apply two things,
Right.
and you do them, consistently,
Right.
your business is gonna pick up. Two
Absolutely.
things.
But getting pumped up is a big deal.
Right.
You're not going to lethargically grow in this real estate. You have to get pumped up.
So no jamming.
I just wanted to say too, you'll see
Yeah.
on the Keller Williams Facebook sites where they're looking for agents in Dothan or Enterprise or
Right.
whatever. A lot of times you'll see they're looking for a bold agent,
Right.
and that's what that means. And if you haven't taken that class, they don't even want to interview you.
And it goes on your profile. So every real estate agent in KW, all 184,000 of them, if they are looking for someone to refer business to, when they get to your profile, if you are bold, it makes a difference.
Do they offer is it all the time or certain?
No, it's just certain, is it 8 weeks, 7 weeks?
8.
Okay. Once a week.
Well, it may be 7 since they're skipping family reunion week, but it's. You gotta have the dates on there?
Yeah,
it's Yeah.
7.
It's a commitment. You drive,
is.
in this case, you're gonna drive to Montgomery and back once a week for 7 or 8 weeks, however many.
But I think what she's asking is it just this time or do they do it
No,
every
they
5 years?
continually have it. I think there's 4 roles a year.
Oh,
Yeah, and they're in different places.
oh.
We will not be able to have bowl here until we grow. They have to have, I think it's 100+ committed people to take it. We may host it here sometime, but in order to do that, we would have to pull agents from Montgomery and from Columbus, and Columbus has been talking to us about that, and we'd like to do it. So, don't wait until we have it here, because that could be.
All right. Does anybody have any other questions or anything you want to say? Anyone? Todd, are you on yet? All right, ready.
Exclamation point.
Do you know that I do that all the time? I always use exclamation points. People probably think I'm yelling at them. I'm just an excited
You're
person.
just excited.
I'm just
an
so
excited
funny
person.
because
Just open it on.
before Jessica taught me how to talk and text, she would be in the office and she'd be like, "Hey!" exclamation point. "I am so excited to see you today!" exclamation point. "I can't wait to show you the properties that we have!" exclamation point. And I'd be sitting there like, what the heck is she doing? And so one day I asked her, she was like, sister, you know, talking text. I was like, I never knew there was such a thing.
It's so much easier.
Oh, let me show you. And so now I'm driving down the road, exclamation point, exclamation point.
It's convenient until it doesn't read, like Keith Denton was asking me something the other day and I said, I was talking on the phone and I said, I'm not sure that's a John question since he cuts checks. And Keith didn't text me back and said, I hope he's not cutting checks.
Yeah, when you do that, make sure you read what it is. Okay, I got a good one on that I gotta share. I sent a text message to an inspector, this is a few years ago. I wanted him to check the security system. Well, I didn't go back and check what I had read, and I said, and he responded, he said, I'd be glad to check it if you'll let me know where that is. I went back, looked at my text, and it said, will you check the sex system?
Oh, no.
Because I abbreviated security to SEC, and it changed it to SEC. So be careful.
Autocorrect is not your friend.
Is he here? Yeah. He's there.
Okay, Todd, are you there?
He's muted.
Is he muted? It isn't.
Tell him to unmute himself.
Todd, can you unmute yourself?
There you go. No.
We can't hear you for some reason.
How's that?
Hey, how are you? Oh no, we're losing you again. Nope.
Look at that.
Yep.
Charades?
First thing, first word.
Yes, we are the #1 region. Thank you.
I love it. Well, you guys have great energy, even though this isn't working yet.
We can hear you now.
All right, I'm not going to move or touch anything. Wow. Well, good morning. Good morning. I can't tell you how much I zoom in and I hear all this laughter. That warms my heart. Thank you guys for being so energetic, having such a good meeting so far. Jessica, bring me up to speed real quick. What have we been doing the last few minutes? What am I jumping in? Just kind of help me make this transition.
Yeah, so nothing, we've had 3 people come up on the panel and just kind of share their experiences with Bold. And we've had a couple of people that have taken it virtually and they shared their experience as well. So yeah, take it away.
Very good. Well, team, here's what I want to do this morning. My goal by the end of this visit today with you is really a couple things. And the first thing I'm going to ask you to do, first thing is it okay if I'm just me? Can I get a show of hands? Can I just be me?
Absolutely.
Wow. I think I'm moving to Alabama. You guys are amazing. And so here's the thing. I'm going to ask you just to be you. And I'm just going to have a conversation with you. And I want to be very honest with you. The intention is that you would see value in participating in Bold. And yet I want to share with you from my heart, it's not to sell you a ticket to Bold. What I want to share with you is 2 things that I believe, even if you don't decide to join us, if you will pay attention closely for the next few minutes, I'm going to share some things I've learned with you over the last 31 years in real estate. Now, who in the room or who on Zoom would be like 31 years? He's way too young. Come on, right? Guys, I got started when I was 19 years old. My mom got me unofficially in the business when I was 8 years old. So here's the good news and here's the bad news. The good news, I know a lot about real estate. The bad news, all I know is about real estate. So who's a real estate agent in the room, right? So I'm in the right place, right? This isn't the engineers. Okay. I want to share 2 things with you, and I'm going to ask you some questions. And I want 2 things to kind of be going on here. One, we're talking about Bold. We're talking about what is Bold? What is that opportunity? That aside, we're really talking about your business today. We're talking about where you're at in your business today. where you want to be in your business this year, in 3 years, and in 5 years. So I'm wearing kind of a couple different hats. And if you will trust me, I guarantee you by the end of us talking today, you will all walk away with at least one, number one, you're number one in the region, one thing of value that you can use in your business. And we say in Bold, Bold's a lot about thinking. By a show of hands, and there's no right, there's no wrong. How many of you have been in a Bold classroom before, like before we had the pandemic? Kelly, okay, a couple of you I'm seeing in the room. Room's a little bit smaller, that's fine. So I'm just gonna share with you what I'm seeing. The room where you guys are together, the higher you can raise your arm, the better, if I should ask, but just so I can see, because to me, engagement and participation, communication, relationships all matter. Would y'all agree with me? Yes, say yes. There's first. All right. So here's the first thing I want to do. And I wrote down a couple notes. So if you don't mind, I'm going to follow my notes. Do I have permission to do that?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate at least a few of teasing you. Before I do that, I want to introduce myself and I want to give a couple thanks of gratitude. So I'm a Keller Williams agent. You guys are all family as far as I'm concerned, right? There's no strangers that I haven't met, and you know our culture is amazing at our company. So when I look at the screen and I see you all, even though I've never met most of you, as far as I'm concerned, we're all cousins, right? Keller Williams is a big family. I've been at Keller Williams since 2008. I immediately took my first Bold in 2009. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I went reluctantly. I went kicking and screaming might be a bit extreme. I wasn't so happy with my team leader though. I was like, why do I got to go to this thing? I was on ALC and you got to be there and you're a leader and blah, blah. I went. And here's what happened. After I sat down and relaxed and I started paying attention and getting focused, the funniest thing happened. True story. By the first break, about 2.5 hours in, I said to myself, true story, I see myself one day being a Bold coach. From a guy that didn't even want to go to Bold, 2.5 hours later, I could see myself doing that one day. Well, fast forward, 2017, I began that journey and here we are. So I just want to let you know that 14 times as an agent, I went to Bold. Some of you are like, why did you go 14 times? We're going to talk about that. And then 4 times I went in leadership, because I'm also been a team leader like Jessica. Okay. So all that to be said, I led a team in Dallas. We were in the top 1/4% in the nation in production, the Todd Smith group. I don't say that to impress you. I just share with you that I've done what you're doing at some level. I know what it's like to feel the high of getting a listing. I know what it feels like to be bummed out when you don't. I know what it feels like to show buyers and think, will they ever buy? I know what it feels like to show buyers and get lost and be embarrassed. And by the way, if you haven't done any of those and you've been in the business, you will eventually experience all that. So I think the value when we're in the Bold room together, it's a safe environment just like it is today. And it's an opportunity to be in fertile ground to be able to grow our mind and grow our business and grow our relationships. So that being said, I want to especially thank our leaders. I want to thank Jessica. I want to thank John. I want to thank Aubrey, Susan Scott. These are just a few people that I've had the good pleasure of meeting here in the last few weeks. And they're new relationships that I look forward to continuing for many, many years to come. So I'm going to do the good old corny thing. Let's give them a hand. Let's go ahead and give them a hand, right? Because here's what I know, team. Without a leader, who are you following? We're all following someone. I'm following people. We're all leaders. We're all followers. So here's the question number 1. Why did you get your real estate license? Just think about that for a minute. Really give that some thought. You don't need 10 answers, just one answer. Why did you get in the business? Now, for any of you, by a show of hands, was it to make money? Anybody? Okay.
I'm going to be honest. It was to make money.
That's okay. By a show of hands, while we're talking about money, Harry, I love it, Harry, you're great. Was it to make a lot of money? Okay, okay. Why is it so important to make money? In bold, bold stands for business objective, a life by design. We're going to live a life by design or a life by default. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of life you've been living up until now, because now that you know if you should choose, you can change. I like to say we're not trees. We can move, right? So if your goal is to make a lot of money, and I'm just asking, 31 years, how's it going? Are you making the money that you decided when you were studying for that real estate test and going through all those questions and listening to that terminology, wondering like, what are they even talking about? And passing the course exam and going to the state and wondering, remember that? Remember those nerves? To be able to come into now to Keller Williams, to be able to have that piece of paper, to be able to now let that be the thing that gives you the permission to earn this life that you desire. And here's what I know about you. I know y'all have some desires. Here's what we know. We all want more. More time. More money. More quality relationships. More love. More great experiences. More vacation. More, whatever more is for you. Every human being that I've met wants more of something. And here's what I'm saying. Bold's not a perfect thing. I'm not a perfect thing. I've already proven that to you. My microphone didn't work. It's not what happens to you in life. It's what you do when it happens. It's all about here. And by the way, is mindset a big thing right now? Have we gone through a few years of some stuff? Say yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
More than ever, we've been isolated. We've been in our own heads. We've been listening to the media, to the experts, our own personal beliefs, our friends, social media. It's coming at us in all directions. And if we're not careful, it will completely sabotage your life. Would you agree with that? So I'm not saying that bold makes pandemics go away. I'm not saying bold's a silver bullet. I am saying that it's a 36-hour workshop that is designed to do a few things. And I want to go over what that does. So as I'm sharing with you about bold, I'm also sharing with you, even if you don't come to bold, as I said, so that's a choice, things that you can use today. So here's what I wrote down. Let's take a closer look at why bold is so effective in helping agents take their business to the next level. By a show of hands, have we all heard that before? Do you want to take your business to the next level? We've all heard it, right? Yes? Do we know what it really means? That's what I'm going to share with you today. I want to also answer a question. Why would I attend bold for the first time if you've already attended bold before? Why would you go again? And then I want to go over 7 key performance indicators, 7 key performance indicators, what I like to call money leaks. And I'm going to come back to that in a minute, okay? So by a show of hands, let me ask you, who's ever felt any of these things before? Exhaustion, overwhelm, top of the world, doubt, fear, all of that.
I'm just leaving my hand up.
Guys, you know why you feel that? Because you're just like me and everybody else. We're human beings. And I'll just share with you one tip. Real estate's a self-employed position, right? We're in business for ourselves and we say not by ourselves. So this is the opportunity to be in business for yourself and not by yourself. Come into the bold room where it's a safe place to encourage you to move forward, to make progress in your life and in your business. Now, everyone's going to move forward different, right? We all go through this. By the way, have you ever had an intention to do something, knew what to do, and you didn't do it? That's pretty much rhetorical, right? That's called the intention behavior gap. If you're looking at it from a psychological thing, we know what to do and there's a reason we're not doing it. Who would be interested in breaking down those barriers and for once and for all learning, why is it that I know what to do and yet I don't do it? Would anybody be interested in figuring that out? And if you figured that out, would that make you more money? Of course it would. Will it happen overnight? No, it won't. Can it happen? Absolutely. Now, here's what I have found. There's this thing in real estate called the real estate financial roller coaster. What do you think that might be? Anybody, shout it out. Come off mute. What might be the real estate financial roller coaster?
You're making a ton of money one month and then you don't have anything in your pipeline and you're freaking out and then you start making money again and it's just constant.
Yeah, that's really, really good for our blood pressure, huh, Jessica?
Oh, yeah.
Up, down, up, down, up, down. Remember, I promised you that I'm going to share with you about Bold, and I'm going to also share with you something that you can take away in your business. I'm going to share with you right now 5 phases that we go through as a real estate agent. I encourage you to grab a pen, borrow a pen from a friend, get a piece of paper, borrow a piece of paper from a friend, whatever you got to do, and write these down as quickly as you can, because this is going to reveal to you how to take your business to the next level. There's 3 kinds of agents, by the way. There's those that have been riding the real estate roller coaster, those that are riding it, and those that have said, I'm tired of riding it, I'm getting off of it for once and for all. Here's what I know. If you haven't ridden it, you will. And if you are, you can get off. Because I don't know about you, I love theme parks. I just don't like them when they deal with my finances, right? So here are the 5 stages. I'm going to give you 5 stages. I'm going to briefly talk about each one. And then what I'm going to share with you is how to get off of that. Here's the first one. You ready? You ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Is it okay if we have fun?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. I like to have fun. Here's number 1. Number 1 is called foundation. So just write down the word foundation real quick. So what is the foundation? If you're in a building right now, some of you, well, all of you are in some sort of a building. Wouldn't you agree if we were going to build anything, what's the most important place we start with? The
foundation.
Yeah. Because if the foundation is solid, we can build anything. And if we build it right, it'll stay forever. Think about Rome. Think about Italy. Think about all these structures overseas in Europe. You know, there's a saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah.
Yep.
However, Rome was built. And parts of Rome, Italy, these things I'm talking about are still standing. Why? Because they were built so well. And that's foundation. So foundation is your goals, it's your dreams, it's your purpose, it's your big why. Call it whatever you want to call it. Financial goals, business goals, spiritual goals, material possession goals, community and contribution goals. And I'm not going to ask rhetorical, and for the sake of time, I'm going to move on. I can just tell you, well, let me ask you if you would like me to tell you. How many of you would like me to share with you what I've experienced in working with real estate agents my whole life? Just one of you. Okay, cool. Thank you. I love it, love it, love it. They don't know their goals. They think they do. They kind of do. They might. They've got a little bit. They really don't have a crystal clear, what I call wiggle foot. In other words, you open your eyes in the morning, you can't wait to jump out of bed because you're going after what makes your life important. 2 important dates, right? The day you were born and the day you figure out why. See, in real estate, we've got this really amazing opportunity to have an unlimited income if we can think bigger. So I want to ask you to ask yourself, and please don't look at your neighbor's notes, on a scale of 1 to 10, how crystal clear are you on your goals, on your purpose, on your why? Do you know exactly how much money you're going to make in 2022? Do you know how many units you're going to sell? If you know how many units you're going to sell, do you know how many will be listing controlled and buyer sides? Have you done an economic model out of the MREA book? We're going to do it in Bold. We're going to do so many things in Bold, it would blow your mind. That's why we do it over 7 weeks. We do Bold because it's full immersion. Let me take you to phase 2. Concentration. Concentration. Now, when I was a kid, when I heard the word concentration, it was a card game where you flipped over cards and you had to remember and make a match. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about getting into consistent action. What was the key word? What was the key word?
Consistent.
Yeah. Could we all use a little more consistency in our life? Yes or yes?
Yeah.
Here's the question. Why are we not? It's not a bad thing. I don't have all the answers. I'm on a journey to figure it out though. If we know what to do and we don't do it, or we're not consistent, why are we not consistent? It's something to consider. Here's what we know in concentration. Concentration is day one of a 90-day cycle in building your business. How many of you knew that real estate was built in 90-day cycles? Have you heard that before, anybody? So either you haven't heard it or you're starting to not participate. I'm going to choose to believe that you haven't heard it.
We've heard it.
Okay, here's what we know. Whatever's showing up in your business right now isn't because of what you did this week or last week. It's because of what you did or didn't do in October, November, and December. So if you're not happy with what's coming in right now as far as business, just learn from it. It's what you didn't do in October, November, December. So if we learn from history, what that tells us is this. If we want something better to come in February, March, or April, where do we need to begin?
September, October.
Yeah, the next 3 months are starting today. Number 3, phase 3, momentum. Write down momentum. So what does momentum look like? Someone describe what you think momentum might look like in your business. Anybody, just shout out a word. And if you're on Zoom, it's easy enough just to hit the mute button and just talk to me. I don't bite.
Energy. Growth.
Say it again.
Growth.
Growth? What kind of growth?
Upward.
Okay, be more specific, everyone. What kind of upward growth? What would we be doing in momentum? We would be closing more
Deals.
Correct. We'd be taking more
Listings.
Does that make sense? We would be making more
Money.
That's momentum. Are we happy when we're in momentum?
Yes.
Of course. What happens and what takes us out of momentum? Does anybody want to guess?
You want to yell lines?
2 kinds of activities: income generating, income servicing. We go into income servicing mode to service the business we just generated from the concentration mode. And then the business closes and then we have no business. So we have to go back to the concentration mode. Has anybody ever experienced this? If you have, there's an option. And if you haven't, you will. It's inevitable. Unless you do what we're talking about, which is getting off that roller coaster. Phase 4, stabilization. You get to have a stable business because in momentum, you got leverage in the form of admin, support, you implement systems, models, and you become purposeful versus entrepreneurial. I'm going to share that with you in just a minute. And then phase 5, we call mastery. Mastery. Business is coming in spite of what you do. It doesn't mean you should just completely go on a 10-week vacation. However, you've got enough momentum and stabilization, and you've got your database in place and your repeat referral business, and you've got that mastery going. Okay. Another way to call that is unconscious competence. Unconscious competence. It just happens. So here's the question I have for you. Be honest with you. This isn't for me. This isn't for Bold. This is for you, your dreams, your family, and what's important to you. What phase are you in? Circle it. Where are you at? What's your next level? And here's another question. Are you in risk of backsliding right now to another level? Or are you in favor of moving forward to the next one? It's just a simple, quick analysis of your business, right? What's the highest phase you've ever experienced? These are just things to think about. So here's what we know. Why I walked you through those is 2 reasons. Number one, awareness. We like to say if change is desired, awareness is required. Would you say that's fair?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what we know. Bold impacts all 5 phases. If you're not even clear about what your foundation is, come to Bold, we'll get it clear. If your foundation is clear and you're having some struggles sticking to the habit of daily lead gen and follow up and doing the things that you know are going to lead you to the income that you desire for the real estate agent, the license, like you said you earned, that's what Bold does. If you're at level 3 and you're looking to go to 4 or 5, whatever you're looking for, that's why it's beautiful. Brand new agents that are half cappers, full cappers, mega agents, all types of agents come to Bold because all of us are experiencing one of those 5 phases at all times. Does that make sense? And in fact, when we come to Bold, we work together as a team. We don't work as individuals. We come in as an individual, we form a group, and then we become a team. And every team is going to have top producers, mid-range producers, and newer agents so that you can mastermind and not just learn from the Bold coach. I'm just one person. The beauty of Bold is when we come together and share best practices. I can only think of so many things. Is that fair? Here's what I know though. All of our minds collectively can think of bigger things and better things. So my favorite part of Bold is when I get to facilitate Bold and when I get to hear your takeaways and what you can add and how you can plus the room. And that's how we really move forward. So that's one thing, okay? So just understand, this is not a training course. There's a difference between training and Bold. Training is snorkeling. Who's ever gone snorkeling before? Or ever knows what snorkeling is, right? Up above on the surface. Scuba diving is when you dive and you go deep. That's Bold. That's why we do it over 7 weeks. And that's why training's great when you go to it and you're likely to hit the parking lot and get back into an old habit. When you come to Bold, because we're doing it over 7 weeks and we're working on changing our behavior and we're working on implementing new things so that we can have that life by design, you have an increased the odds are increased rather of coming out transformed and discovering new things. Does that make sense? All right. Yes. Last thing I want to share with you before we go. If I said to you all, and I'd just be ready, I'd love for you to just shout out your answers. First thing I'd like you to do is I'd like you to think about who you do your banking with. Where's your money? Okay, just think of who that is, that institution. And let's just pretend that the manager, who's an amazing person that you've got a great relationship with, called you up this morning and said, your name, I don't want to alarm you. And yet I do want to bring to your attention that overnight when we got in this morning, we discovered your bank account has a money leak. Money's leaking out of your bank account. What would you do?
Get off of Amazon.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
She said, get off of Amazon.
Get off. There's some truth to that. By the way, think about, that's something else we'll talk about as a side note, but just think about Amazon and the database that Amazon has and how Amazon works with their database. Imagine if you could create a database where you had that kind of engagement. What else would you do? Would you rush down there and close the account, or would you just go on with your day?
Freeze the account.
Yeah, pretty fast, right? So when I share with you these 7 things real quick, these are where as a coach, I have noticed, and as an agent myself, I have done these too. I mean, no one listening to me right now that's in this space would ever think that the 31 years that I've had have all been peaches and cream and beds of roses, right? I've made a ton of mistakes. And by the way, I am not afraid to make fun of myself. I'm not afraid to tell you the things I did wrong. I will share with you the Bold content. It's powerful. And I will also very openly share with you where I made mistakes so you don't have to. That'll save you some time. Money leaks are areas of an agent's business that I discovered over 8,000 one-on-one coaching calls with real estate agents from 2007 to 2010. Consistently, this is where agents are losing money. Number one, taking notes, please. You're going to be shocked by this one. Lead generation. Who's surprised?
Yeah.
So how do you generate leads? Here's the thing we know at Keller Williams, Gary Keller, Jason Abrams, they talk about this all the time. We don't have a lead problem. We have a lead conversion challenge. There's plenty of leads out there. We have to get the skills, the confidence, the knowledge, the communication, the scripts, dialogues, conversations, whatever you choose to call them, at a high enough level where people are compelled to say yes to you. And we can teach you how to do that. So number one is lead generation. All I want you to do in your notes, and this is really important, not for me, for you. For who? For you.
Yes, you.
I'd like you to just really quickly, because we're going to go through this quick. How many transactions do you think you're losing annually? Easier to think monthly because of your lead generation habit. Someone that I'm talking to, maybe some of you are crushing it. My experience is most real estate agents are not excelling in this area. And if they were, they'd make more money, true? So how many transactions are you losing a month? Write down that number. Is it 1? Is it 3? Is it 2? Is it 5? I don't know. Please play all in right now, because this is for you, not for me. How many transactions are you losing? Just write down the number. Here's money leak number 2. A solid lead follow-up system. What kind of a system? A solid. Meaning leads don't get lost. You're organized. You're consistent in your follow-up. You know what to say. You know what to say. And you know when a lead needs to be let go of and moved to the trash can. And you know what you can convert. And you're constantly working on converting your leads into appointments. How many transactions a month could you be losing in that money league? Is it at least 1? How many would say it's at least 1? Let me see your hands. Is it at least 1? Okay, thank you for your honesty. Let's go to money league 3. Lost opportunity income with your database. With your database. Are you a secret agent still? Are you the Amazon of real estate? To the people that you know that are in your phone, and by the way, let's do this really quick. Grab your phones. I can see you. Go to your contacts and just go look at how many contacts in your phone. Do this. This isn't for me. Remember, I shared with you, I'm going to share value with you. So you come to Bold, we're going to get more and more of this. If you don't come to Bold, you can still take value away. How many contacts are in your phone?
A bunch.
Yeah.
Is that an Apple thing? It doesn't tell me how many.
Who will be a volunteer real quick? Because I want to make sure we let you guys out here on time. Who will be a volunteer and share the number? There's no right or wrong.
I have 509. I figured it out.
86.
Okay, let's use.
1,042.
Okay, what number do we want to use, Jessica?
You tell me. Mine sounds pitiful. I've got 509. Karen Kelly yelled out 2,086. Somebody else had 2,000.
Okay, now understand, Jessica, you've got other platforms where you may have names that aren't in your phone.
Right.
So we will go through an exercise where we will bring all this together and it can start being a cash machine for you. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's use any of the numbers because I can't remember them all. There was a 1,000 something.
1,042.
Okay, here's what we know, team, and I'm going to go over this in bold, but I just want to give you a little sneak peek. The National Association of Realtors, not me, not Keller Williams, the National Association of Realtors, this is what they tell us. 64% of all people in the United States own homes. And on average, they move every 10 years. That means 6.4% of the population is on the move annually. They're going to move with you or without you. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So what we know is that either the 6.4% of the people that are in your phone are going to move or know someone that will. So I want you to take that 1,042 times 6.4%. You all could do this, whatever your number is. Take your number times 6.4%. Do that now real quick. Come on.
Come on.
What's that number? This is important, team. When you have a number, shout it out real quick.
133.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget. Let me get three numbers. 133.
66.
Thank you. 66. One more.
44.
44. All right. Whoever said 133, what's your name?
Karen.
Hi, Karen. Nice to meet you. And 66?
She said the nice Karen for the record.
I'm gonna put that in brackets here. Nice, Karen. I love that. Who was 66?
Lamisha.
Lamisha.
Lamisha, hi.
Hello.
And 44?
Trina.
Trina.
Thank you, Trina. All right, Karen, Lamisha, and Trina, and everyone can do this, and I hope you will. Take 133 or 66 or 44, whatever your number is, and I'd like you to multiply that times your average gross commission income. If you don't know it, just take a projected number. What's your average sales price that you service? Times 3%. Pull up a number, whatever that is, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, whatever it is, there's no right or wrong. And I'd like you to multiply it times your number. So 133 times, I'm using 5,000. Karen, nice Karen, is your average commission around 5,000 or is that too high or low?
I put 3,800 because.
Okay, beautiful. So that's $505,400. Now, nice Karen, I'm not going to ask you if you've made $505,000 in 21. Is there an opportunity there?
Absolutely.
That's exciting. Lamisha, how about you? 66 times what number?
I'll put 28 to be safe.
2,800?
Yes.
I love safe. Nothing wrong with that. That's 185,000.
Right.
How about Trina?
3,800 was my average.
Okay, so 3,800. And we had what, 44?
Yes.
You guys see where we're going with this, right?
Yep.
That's 167,000. If you're not making that now, that's not to disappoint you. That's to encourage you, to excite you of what the possibilities are when we get everything going in the same direction. So we're going to come back to this in a minute and wrap up. We know the investment to go to Bold is $799. It's 36 hours of training. It breaks down to about $22 an hour. Investments mean you get a return. Would it be worth, because you're all investors, right? As a real estate agent, you should be investors. Would it be worth a $799 investment to work towards $167,000 of income? What do you think?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Right. And by the way, we'll talk about it. Your leadership team, when I jump off, has got ideas and ways and incentives, and they've got things in place to help make the path to you joining us financially as smooth as possible. You've got great leadership. Okay. All right. So that's just a quick example. Let's go quickly through this. Here's your number 4 through 7, and we'll wrap up. How about this one? Money leak number 4, an ability to manage your time. Who's got some time management challenges? Everybody's hand should go up. We're human. Time is money. There's 168 of those hours every week, 86,400 seconds in a day. They're all there. Let's get the most out of them. By the way, I'm gonna go dramatic a little bit. It's not time. It's not time passing. It's your life. Time is your life. Let's go do this. Are you losing one deal a month because of your time management? Are you losing 2, 4? I don't know. Here's number 5. Agents have a money leak because we have a limiting mindset. Anybody ever have a case of stinking thinking? I do. Team, I have stinking thinking. I just have a lot of coaches that are there when I get that stinking thinking to get me out of it quick. My mentor told me years ago, if you have a bad day, that's fine. Have one. Don't have two. Don't make it a week. Don't make it a month. Don't make it a year. Just have one bad day and get over it and move on. And you know, the people that can move on are the people that have a strong goal, the people that have phase one under control. If he is a person that is absolutely convicted to get their goals, isn't going to let stuff get in their way. Here's number 5, post-close systems. 6. Here's the leak. Number 6, post-close systems. What does that mean? The deal closed. Now, what are you doing to get repeat referral business? So that you're not working so hard and you're starting to work smart and business actually comes to you and that you don't always have to go to it. A great business is balanced where we're generating new business and business is coming in as a result of us giving a great customer experience. That's a great balanced business and a business that grows and thrives. So are you losing at least a deal in post-close systems? Probably at least one. And here's the last one. It's one of the easiest ones to do, and yet many of us don't do it. We will do it in bold. It's the habit of practice and role play. Preparing, doing your scripts and dialogues, having partners every day, preparing and practicing listing presentation. So when the listing presentation comes up, you don't go, ah! You're ready. 2 examples. February 3rd, not only do we launch Bold, the Olympics launch.
Yeah.
Do you think the Olympic athletes practice and role play? Yeah. By the way, you can work in your business or you can work on your business. In your business or on your business. When you work in your business, you're on the listing appointment. When you work in your business, you're showing the property. When you work on your business, you're practicing with one of the associates sitting next to you so that they can give you honest feedback and say, I think you did great here and I think you could improve here. And we take that constructive criticism like a coach so that we can get better. So here's what I want to ask you, athletes, Olympic athletes. What percentage of the time do you think they work in their business and what percentage do they work on? In would be the performance. On would be practice. What do you guys think? Shout it out real quick. What percentage are they working in versus on?
80 to 20.
80, 20? Does anybody think maybe 98 to 2?
Yeah, I'm thinking more like 98 to 2.
Yeah. All they do is practice and prepare for that 60 seconds, for that 4 minutes. And then 4 years goes by. In real estate, what do you think the percentages are versus in versus on? Whoever chuckled, I'm with you.
Yeah.
We might spend maybe 5% of our day on. It's all in.
Yeah.
And as a result, we're not getting any better and we wonder why another year went by and we don't feel more confident. Team, I will promise you, spend 7 weeks together with me in Bold. We'll work on this. And all of it is to do what? Fund your perfect life. Fund your perfect life. So what I'd like you to do as we wrap up, how many transactions did you total there? If you were playing all in, you'll have a number. Now, I think it's fair to say if there's 7 key performance indicators where there are leaks, we've all lost at least 7 transactions. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Does everybody agree with that?
Yes.
If you agree with that, I want you to be bold and say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, team. I love you. I mean that. You guys are awesome. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take 7 times your average gross commission income. I have a few of yours, so I'm going to just make an example. The person that said 3,800, it's $26,600. Let's just say $2,000 a month to be conservative. $799, or you can keep losing $2,000 every month. $799, or you can keep losing $2,000 every month. By the way, that doesn't stop in 2022. That will be in 2023, 2024. You get my point? So where is there a cost and where is there a price? The investment is $7.99. The cost is way greater than the price. If you don't have the money, that's not a reason not to go. That's a reason to go more than anything. Because if we don't have the money now, when will we ever have the money? If we don't have the time now, when will we ever have the time? So I just want to share with you, I'm here to support you. Your leadership team's here to support you. Before we go, I'd love to have you share with me 1 or 2 takeaways. Who's bold enough to open up their mic or just to shout out, raise your hand? Who are you and what did you take away from our time together today? I'd love to hear from at least 2 of you. Who will be bold?
We've got a hand raised.
All right, who are you and what is it you took away?
Lamisha, and my takeaway is when you gave me the formula in reference to the phone contacts and able to divide that by average gross commission, and then giving me the amount that I could be making, it was more than what I had anticipated. So that was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, thank you, Lamisha. Here's the neat thing. With or without bold, you can still be successful. I'm not that way. I'm just saying that with bold, it'll be faster and less painful. Either way, you can get there. And by the way, that's one formula. We've got over 7 weeks together, team. There's over 56 different things that we share with you when we go through bold. Why did I go 14 times? Now you're starting to understand why. And when you hear the incentives that Jessica is going to share with you, it's a no-brainer. All right, so that being said, I'm done, Jessica. I know I went a couple minutes over. I trust, by the way, I apologize. I just stepped on myself. I'd love to hear one more takeaway. One more of you. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, post-close systems.
Post-close, loss of income on the post-close.
Yeah. What's your name, sir?
Pardon?
We call him Coach.
All right, Coach. I love you. I love Coach. That's a good thing. Coach, yeah, for sure. I mean, that was my biggest one, Coach. I blew the post-close system thing. I was good at getting the leads. I was great at doing the deals. I was just blinders on and I was forgetting to leverage that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to turn this back over to your amazing leadership team. Before I do, I want to just mention to you today at 1 Central, I have a special bonus class going on for everybody that is at least signed up for First Step to Bold, which is free. What is it? It's
Free.
So is my class at 1 o'clock. So if you, when I jump off, if you're at least registered for free First Step, we prefer you to be registered for full. Please join me at 1. I will send you the Zoom link. My email address, if you'll send that to me, letting me know you registered for free First Step, is my Coach Todd Smith at gmail.com. My Coach Todd Smith at gmail.com. That's Todd with 2 D's. Here's what I'm going to share with you today on the call. Here's the topic. How I listed more homes than many top producers my first year in real estate. I'm going to share with you, like you just said, another formula of how I know for sure you all could make another $2,000 to $3,000 a month just from what I will share today at 1 for 30 minutes. Success is simple, not easy. So team, I trust this was of value to you today. I trust you learned a little bit about Bold. I trust you learned a little bit about real estate, your license, your opportunities. I hope you're all feeling more inspired than when you showed up today. And just thank your leadership team for taking a stand, believing in Bold, believing in you so that we can come together and crush our goals in 2022. So Jessica, I'll turn it back over to you. Is there any questions before I go from anybody? I'm giving away Mercedes-Benz white and black. I have white and black for those that ask questions.
When's your birthday?
September 22nd. If you don't like white or black, we can always get you whatever color you want. No, seriously, I don't want to keep you. Is there any questions? Don't be shy.
Well,
Isn't that
thank
funny?
you so much, Todd.
You're welcome, Jessica.
We really enjoyed it.
Well, I enjoyed you all too. You're wonderful. I showed up. You were laughing. I hope you'll keep laughing. Have fun. Live a bold life. The world's out there. It's all for you. Everything's possible. Let's just get together and do this. Jessica, I'll check in with you later. Let me know, guys, if I can ever be of help.
Thank you, Todd.
See you guys in a few weeks. How do I get a leave and a sign and leave? I don't know why I'm a sign and leave. I've never seen this. All right, I'm going to do this.
Everybody else, y'all stay on. We've got a little bit more to go over. It says Kelly Sullivan is the host now.
Uh-oh.
What?
And you're it.
Would you please make Jessica the host?
Will you make me the host, please?
There we go.
How do I do that?
It's done.
Does it jump when you start? I think it does when you're.
And she's just
Now
talking.
she's muted.
You're talking,
Now
sister.
I
Host
was, my
disabled.
internet dropped me off and then I logged back in. How did I become the, I don't know. What do I need to do?
But you missed out on the Mercedes, so.
It figures.
Me or Kelly?
No, Kelly, click Jessica's portrait and then right click and make host.
Well, I gotta find it. Hold on. Right click.
On the little three little dots.
Make host.
Make host.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Perfect.
Woo! I don't want to steal your thunder, Jessica.
You are fine.
All right.
No, go back. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so
Too late.
what nice.
Technology is wonderful.
Yes, it is. Okay, so if you can't see it, I'm sorry. What we're gonna do is everybody that, hang on. This
Your
is
wire came unplugged.
no, it didn't. It's, well, yes, it did. Okay, okay. Hang on. Y'all be patient. I know y'all gotta go. Okay,
There you go.
go away. Go away. John, fix it. Fix it. Maybe it'll go away in a second. Okay. All right. So, me and John and Susan and Aubrey and Miranda, we have worked really hard to get some vendors to sponsor some free bowl tickets.
Yay. Oh,
Okay.
wow. Good job, guys.
It wasn't the easiest thing. We got a lot of no's before we got yeses. Can y'all hear us on Zoom? Yes, okay. So if you showed up today, here's how you get in the drawing to win a free bowl ticket, an $800 value. All right. You have to enroll in First Step today, which is free. I will sign you up or Miranda will sign you up. Once you enroll in First Step, which is February the 3rd, you have to go to First Step in Montgomery for the day. It's free. Once you attend First Step, we will do the drawing at Bold, and we're going to give away 3 Bold tickets.
I'm going.
But like I said, you have to enroll in First Step today, and then you have to attend First Step. If you do not attend First Step, you are not in the drawing. Questions? Yes.
Also, if you guys need to look at the calendar, look at your calendar. If you take an $800 ticket, you need to be there at every one of them.
Or you will have to reimburse us for the ticket. Because somebody else that wanted to go, if you take the free ticket and you go twice, and somebody else really wanted to go and did not have the money and they really would have taken advantage of it, that's not going to be.
It's a commitment.
Right, it's a commitment.
It is a commitment. It's every Thursday for 7 weeks. Yes.
Okay, so
Vivian.
if you go to the first one and you don't win the ticket, you have to be prepared to pay.
No,
right?
when you go to the first one, you're not you're not committing to paying.
The first one is free. The first one is to get you there. You kind of get to experience a little bit. And then hopefully by the end of the day, you're going to be like, wow, yes, I want to do this. Sign me up. So when you enroll in the first step, that is just enrolling you for February 3rd, which is free. And you get a taste of what Bold is going to be like. And then you make the decision if you want to enroll in the rest of the steps.
And let me just go ahead and tell y'all, just so you'll have an idea.
Susan, don't hate me. Hang on. Let me just had her hand up for everybody there. What's up?
That's my question. It's not so much the middle lines, but so I just want to make sure I understand what you're saying. Anyone in here can go to that first session for free.
Correct.
Okay. Then
Anybody on Zoom, anybody that's not sitting here right now, but
you want us to go in person, correct?
yes.
To Montgomery. Okay.
Yep.
The second thing is we will find out when that we will get the ticket.
When you go to the first step at Bold, we're going to draw for the tickets at first step.
Okay, that was my.
And the reason we're going to do that, so that way, if you don't win a free ticket, but you're like, oh my gosh, I want to do it, you can sign up right then on the spot.
Okay.
Any questions?
That kind of sucks because the Wiregrass has their orientation that first day.
You can miss it.
That's my new member orientation.
You got free chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I missed my first one because of closing.
But also remember at Bold, just so you guys will know a little bit about it, you're not gonna have your telephones on.
Right.
You're not gonna be able to be texting, working, stuff like that, only on breaks and during lunch. It's a commitment. You're gonna have to really engage.
But it's only 3 hours, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3
It's
hours.
3 hours.
Ours is
No, what does it say? Does it say
It's
grant?
9 to 12.
No, February 3rd is 9 to 12.
All of them say that.
I'm not sure that's right, but
I don't think that's right.
check that out.
Somebody copy the.
No, the first one's 9 to 12, and then the rest of them are like 9 to 1.
Those don't add up to 36. though.
Right.
Is there like a sheet that you're gonna send around?
6, 9,
That's
12.
not it.
Yeah, there's not 36
To
hours.
do what now?
Is there like a sign up sheet?
No, if you want to sign up for the first step, whenever we're done here, you can come to me or Miranda and we will both get y'all signed up. It takes 2 seconds. Okay, maybe 60, but you know what I'm saying?
It's only 21 hours total.
Well, that's probably my fault, guys. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Miranda. You've done a lot. I get it.
I don't
It's
have
fine. Hang on, I will tell y'all exactly when it is. My mother is calling. I cannot talk now. Hang on and I will tell y'all really quick.
I don't have an email.
It's okay. I'm looking. Y'all hang on just a second.
Seriously, nobody I know.
You know what? I'm just gonna call Todd. Y'all don't leave. We still got a couple, 2 more things to go over really quick. Do y'all have any questions about the first step specifically and what you have to do to be enrolled to get a free bowl ticket? No. Sign me up.
How long?
Let's go.
So that
Hey,
means if you have.
hey, Todd, it's Jessica. Quick question for you. No, it's fine. Real quick. So the first step is from 9 to 12, correct? First step. Okay, and then the rest of them are 9 to 2:30. Okay, thank
Yeah, there
you.
you go.
And then also I had someone asking, your 1 o'clock call today, that's 30 minutes, right? 35 minutes max. Okay, thank you, Todd. Okay, bye-bye.
Sorry, guys. 2:30.
That's fine, no worries. So yes, so the first one is 9 to 12, and then the rest after that are every Thursday from 9 to 2:30.
And then you need to add 2 hours getting there and 2 hours
Right,
getting home.
Mhm.
The nice thing about it is, at least for us, when I did Bold, is they had a different vendor provide lunch every time. So you don't go out, you don't have to go out and get lunch. They
Right.
bring lunch to you, so.
It
Yes.
includes lunch.
Yeah.
And snacks.
Right, and snacks.
Who, are you asleep, Crystal? What you doing? You're muted. You're muted. Okay. Okay, all right, so whenever we get done, if you want to sign up for First Step, it's free. February 3rd is First Step. I'm doing bold this year. This will be my first one. I'm really excited. So you will not be going alone.
So who's gonna sign up for First Step?
Woohoo! Hey, I have a question. Can Nawafia take it? Do you have to be an agent? She's taking the class right now. Perfect. Okay, good. I love it. Krista.
I don't know.
Oh, no. Okay.
I just have a lot of appointments like scheduled kind of around the time that it is, so maybe the next session.
You got your drawing? Okay. And we've got everybody in there, correct?
Yes.
Everybody that came in, you threw them in there. Gwen came in, and then Trina came in. You got her, you got George, Harry, Kelly, Crystal. Okay. All right, so here's what we're gonna do now. Now we're gonna have a drawing for the leads that we talked about, okay? This is because you showed up to this meeting today. This is why you are getting 50 leads. And then John and Jess and myself will explain that to you and get it going. So, what's up, John? You got something to say? No, what's up? Say it. No. No. All right, come on up here. Pretty please. Who do I want to come up here? I'm not drawing. I know. Come on, Nawafia. Y'all have not met Nawafia. She is in our K-Score classes. She's one of our students. She is going to family reunion. She is jumping right in, and apparently she's going to bowl too. So, draw us a name here. Don't look. Oh.
That's right. Just dig around in
Just
there.
one.
So
Get the one that I chewed on.
I have one.
Yep, that's it.
Totally overwhelmed by this whole thing. No.
Evelyn!
But you can't say that now.
No, that's it. Okay, so that was for 50 free leads. Congratulations. Me, John, and Jess will get you taken care of. Just be patient with us, but that's 50. At the next team meeting, which is next Tuesday, we're giving away another 50 leads just for you coming to the team meeting. All right. Also, Todd Smith is going to Zoom in again next Tuesday, and he's going to go a little more in depth about bold, because next Tuesday is February the 1st. Next Thursday is February the 3rd, which is the first step. So be ready. Any questions?
If you're gonna come to First Step, it's a good idea to be at that team meeting.
Yes.
It's gonna go over a lot of stuff.
Okay, thank you. Anybody have any questions about that? No? Crystal?
Yes, darling. Uh-huh.
All right, I just told y'all that. All you have to do is attend the next team meeting February 1st, and you will be entered into the drawing. And just so y'all know, for those of y'all on Zoom, we did put your names in that drawing because you were on Zoom. Got it?
But you didn't win.
But you didn't win, sister. I don't know if you heard or not, but give on one. All right, before y'all run off, hang on, one more thing. First step, you can enroll with me and Miranda really quick. This is one of the bold laws. Do what you have always done, and you will get what you have always gotten.
That's right.
One more thing. Here's what I'm going to do for the 3 bowl tickets that we're giving away. Your name is going to go in there once you attend the first step. Okay. If you want your name to go in there a second time, get your little picture in front of the fancy little balloons and post it on your social media and say #I want to be bold. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But if you want your name in there twice, post it on social media, #I want to be bold.
You get in there more than once if you do it on TikTok?
No, hang on. You do not have to do that. That is just an extra little incentive for you. If you want to come up here and get your picture taken, y'all can take a picture of 5 of y'all up here. You can take a picture by yourself. You can take a picture with me, Miranda, John, Susan, Coach, whoever you want to. If you post it on your social media page and put hashtag I want to be bold. Okay. Hashtag I want to be bold and tag our office in it. Keller Williams Realty, Southeast Alabama. You ready?
I'm gonna be bold.
You are gonna be. Okay. Another hashtag too. And feel free to get creative. Put one of the bold laws. If you Google KW bold laws, there's so many and they are so just, they're good. I love them. Yes, ma'am.
And I think the fun part was at the end, right, Tori?
What was the fun part?
Hey, John.
Y'all listen to Miss Olivia really quick.
Someone from another company, another group, they were supposed to give strength others see in yourself.
Right.
That was surprising.
Right.
Really?
Right.
Yeah,
That will make you feel
yes,
good.
know, somebody that you didn't know, and then they would write down what they thought about you.
Right.
You want me to read them? Honest, dedicated, fun-loving, beautiful, friendly, encouraging, and blessing to clients.
And wins everything.
And when, yeah, did they put that on there?
Lucky as all get out.
So, but yeah, that's the way they did for your team.
I wasn't in her team, so I would have put lucky.
Okay, real quick, does everybody understand the lead giveaway and the bowl tickets and how you are entered and how you can be entered in twice? Barbara? What's up, Miss Villamon?
Is it possible to fail bold?
No.
No. Well, that's a good question.
Not
No.
Actually, that's a good question. If you don't do what they say, yeah, you.
There's no test.
Technic-
There's no test.
Well,
No.
there's a scorecard that's kept every
Yeah.
week, and technically,
You're
there's
accountable.
things you have to accomplish to graduate.
You get a bowl cup and.
So you can't just go and not do what they say.
T-shirt. Yeah, a plaque and a t-shirt.
But bold will teach you that it's fine to fail forward.
That's right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Failure leads to success, in case y'all didn't know that.
But I really can see some like confused looks or something. So not just with bold, but just if any of you guys can come to any of us in leadership and we'll sit down, we'll talk to you about it, we'll help you understand anything you don't understand. I want to challenge everybody in here, because especially if you're considering starting bold, but even if you're not, to add at least 10 people to your database this week. And I want to hold you accountable. If for some reason you're not able to do that, I want you to come tell me. And then I want to help you understand how easy that is to do, and how if you're not growing your database, you're not growing your business. Okay?
Are they gonna carpool? Or
That will be, I mean, I'm sure
She
they
put out on Group Me.
I'm sure
Right.
y'all will.
What's that?
Carpool together.
Carpool.
Oh, yeah, if there's a ton of us going, I would definitely carpool, for sure. Save,
But all
save
of
the
this
gas.
was done to, to throw out there what we've got going on. And it's huge and it's big, and if you'll do it, it'll take you to the top. But if you are struggling in any way, we're here to help. So make sure you come and reach out to us and let us help you, okay?
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, any more questions? I know that lasted a little bit longer than, Crystal wants to sign up. Oh. Okay, so, I know that lasted a little bit longer than expected, but I feel like that was I feel like that was a lot of value. And in case, I'm sure that y'all do know, but in case you don't, Todd Smith will be your bold coach in this particular bold. There's a lot of bold coaches, but he will be your coach. So if you liked him and you learned from him and you had takeaways from him, he will lead you through bold. Just so you know, it's not some random person, it's him.
Now, who is he? Where is he?
Todd is he's in Texas.
They teach,
I think he's in Houston.
all over the country.
Yeah,
So
they
I
travel.
don't know where he lives, but.
Oh, who was it?
All right, who wants to sign up for First Step? Show of hands really quick. Okay. Miranda, you can sign up with Miranda, you can sign up with me. If you want to get your name put in the drawing twice, get your picture, make sure you get pretty little balloons in there. Social media, hashtag I want to be bold. Okay?
Thank you, Jessica.
You're welcome.